What do you get when you cross El Torito with Rhino?
A very small rhino?
El, if I know.
Oh.
But what I do know is this is a Raw review.
Yeah, it is. This is weird. I'm on a weird side of the table. Kevin Hawk isn't here.
Yeah,
You're actually here.
Yeah, I know. We switched places.
Is he lost in time somewhere?
El, if I know.
Okay, we're not going to keep going with that.
God damn it, Andre.
See, Andre just couldn't take your terrible joke. But yes, we are talking about Monday Night Raw. It is the Go Home Monday Night Raw to Extreme Rules.
Go Home Monday Night Raw. You're drunk.
It was the Go Homeiest Raw I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because, Go Home Raws, there's not a whole lot of action going on. It's mostly just, hey, we gotta push for these pay-per-view matches. Yeah. So we did in fact do that because, God damn it, man, Cody is not. Cody's going home too.
Yeah, Cody.
Cody actually is going home.
Yeah.
He said he's taking time off after the G1 special on Saturday.
No, Cody's just like, this is why I fucking left.
Yep. The first 15, almost 17 minutes of Raw was all about Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley. There was an altercation of them like talking in the back, and then Roman went out to the ring. I find this incredibly dumb.
Don't even remember what was said at all.
There wasn't much said. It was just Roman Reigns going over how bad he was going to kick Bobby Lashley's ass at Extreme Rules. He was literally face to face with Bobby Lashley in the backstage. Went out to the ring to call him out to fight him.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just punch each other in the hallway?
Because this is Raw. We settle it in the ring.
It's dumb. Don't do that. We then had a women's tag team match where we're trying to get good old Nia to be babyface again. Her and Natalya defeated Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. Kevin Owens showed up even though he's not medically cleared to wrestle. He still showed up because he's a fucking professional. And he's going to sit in Kurt Angle's office the whole night because that's the way to stay away from Braun Strowman.
I wish they had done more with this gimmick.
Yeah, there was a few little moments, but it was more so just like Kevin Owens is just there.
Yeah, I wish they had cut back. Just like a couple more cutbacks, like Kevin Owens is eating popcorn one time. Just a few more gags.
Yeah. We finally got that rematch we've been waiting for, Mojo Rawley versus No Way Jose.
Yeah.
Mojo ended up winning and couldn't pin No Way Jose for a second. So he ended up getting like a 5 count. That was dumb. Sasha and Bayley were with a new therapist.
Yeah,
whatever.
Because they nixed the best part of that segment.
Yeah. Let's get rid of Dr. Shelby. And why is Sasha wearing her finger jewelry and her boss sunglasses?
She's a bitch.
She doesn't wear that shit in public. God damn it.
She's doing it specifically to piss off Bayley.
Maybe that's. I don't know, it kind of, like, as the night went on, it kind of looked like they were starting to reconnect a little bit. I don't know. They didn't have a lot of dialogue. It was just Michael Cole telling us, here's them at therapy again for the 4th time.
Maybe they filmed the therapy segments and realized, like, this is even worse than last week's, so let's
Last week's was at least good, because it was last week is when they were supposed to go to counseling. Not this week.
Yeah.
Anyway. Seth Rollins came out and addressed his Iron Man match coming up with Dolph Ziggler. Put himself and Dolph Ziggler over. Kind of mentioned Drew McIntyre. This brought Dolph and Drew out. Drew ended up challenging Seth, and that ended up being our main event. Kurt Angle putting an interesting caveat on that if Seth Rollins defeated Drew McIntyre, Drew would be barred from ringside at Extreme Rules. We'll talk about that more in a second.
You would just have Sheamus and Cesaro standing there holding Drew away from the ring.
Barred from ringside.
Kevin's not here. Someone's got to do it.
That doesn't mean I have to like it. Bo Dallas defeated Matt Hardy with a slight distraction from Kurt.
That was a sick finish.
It was. I'm loving these singles matches that Matt has had to put over the B team have been really good.
Yeah.
I love the whole segment. You know what I don't love? When Bobby Lashley thinks he's clever. The Riot Squad ripped up a couple of Breezango t-shirts. Tyler Breeze, is just having a bad week.
Yeah.
Fandango's hurt. The Riot Squad's, Riot Squad, you can understand. Ruby is hurt too.
Yeah.
You guys should have been friends with Tyler.
Should be bonding over this.
You guys have hurt friends, but no, you're just ripping up shirts. And you know what, Liv? You got what you deserved. You lost to Ember Moon again because you ripped up a Breezango t-shirt. Still a great match between Liv Morgan and Ember Moon. Then we had a tag team match. Constable Baron Corbin and Elias defeated Bobby Roode and Finn Balor. Braun finally found Kevin Owens back in Kurt Angle's office.
Yeah, because Kurt invited him.
Yeah, and then Kurt's like, "You've been trying to get away. Well, on Sunday you won't be able to get away because you're going to face Braun in a cage."
I just thought of something I wish they had done for Braun finding Kevin Owens.
What's that?
Is if Braun just barged into Kurt's office and like stood right in front of Kevin, so like walked past him without seeing him, and was just like, "Where's Kevin?"
Just Braun. Oh man.
I've been looking all over for him. I can't find him.
And you just see Kevin Owens going, like, if I don't move, he won't see me. Just like frozen, like trying to sneak out. There was a whole thing with Lysol too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would have worked if they had done more gags, cutting back and forth.
Yeah, he only used the Lysol once, and then Braun used it on him, so that was alright. And then on the main event, Drew McIntyre, with a little bit of help from Dolph Ziggler, did in fact defeat Seth Rollins, so he will be allowed at ringside for the Iron Man match this Sunday at Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
Thomas, what did you like about Monday?
I liked, what did I like?
That's the question.
It's good.
You're filling that Kevin
This
Hawk
was
role
a good,
real well.
mediocre Raw.
It really was.
It was. I liked the Liv Morgan Ember Moon match.
Oh, you stole mine. Yeah.
Then I liked.
No. You can have it. I've got another one. But yeah, Ember Moon has done a great job of establishing herself as not only a great worker, but one of the top talent on Raw. And Liv Morgan gets better every week.
Yeah.
Like, the Riot Squad, I think, moving to Raw has been the best thing for them since maybe Ruby's run with Charlotte on SmackDown. I'm enjoying the Riot Squad more and more. I hope Ruby is okay soon and we can come back to TV. But this is good for Liv and Sarah to kind of like do stuff on their own and kind of keep the name going without the help of Ruby. Just the fact that Ruby is the more established of the three, they're actually getting time themselves.
Yeah, and hopefully this will lead to a good storyline once Ruby comes back, like a really good big return for her. Mm-hmm. And all three of them will be over by then, instead of just Ruby and then her two friends.
Yeah. The fact that they're getting TV time on their own is good, because some people don't get that. Some people are just like, oh, well, your leader's hurt, so sorry, you're off TV now. So keep it up, ladies. I will go with, because this seems to be a running thing, I liked all the stuff the B team did, including Bo Dallas versus Matt Hardy. I love the fact that Bray was back. Bray was getting involved. Curtis. I love that Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas did their promo in the ring and still were great. Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt mocking it's a fun segment. It was a good match between Matt and Bo. A little weird that we had the little Bray Wyatt thing happen at the end just for Matt and Bray to run into the ring.
Yeah,
but I'll excuse that because the rest of the segment was great.
I just loved that they were like on this side of the ring, and then it did the screen cut, and then they were just on this side of the ring.
Yeah, and then they just slid into the ring.
Yeah,
and then the B team ran away.
Yep.
All right.
I bet that didn't play at all well for the live crowd.
Probably not. It probably
just watched Bray and Matt walk over this way.
It probably looked ridiculous because they probably just ran around the ring.
Yeah.
And stood there. And then people were like, was that fucking necessary?
Yeah.
Probably not. What did you love?
Oh, I'm gonna go with the fucking song that Baron Corbin sang with Elias.
Oh, that
was
the Itsy Bitsy Balor.
Yeah, that was. Look, I think there's only one thing to genuinely love from this Raw, so I'm gonna go the opposite way.
Okay.
And pick something that was so cringeworthy that I couldn't help but enjoy it.
No, and that's the best part about it. Is like when it first started, it was like, oh god, Corbin's doing that. Oh wait, okay,
yeah,
Corbin's doing that.
Yeah,
because he knows it's terrible,
right?
And he's supposed to be healed,
and Elias is just sitting there, stressing along.
Yeah, Elias is like, you're doing great, man. You're doing great. Let's keep this going. And he did say something about a debut album coming out. I will buy Elias' album when it comes out because Elias is fantastic. So please let me know when that album comes out because I'm gonna buy it. Yeah, I'm gonna take the one thing to actually love is fucking Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre killing it.
Oh yeah, two of the best wrestlers on the fucking planet.
Like I loved, both of them have their great moments by themselves.
Yeah.
But having Seth Rollins play such a great babyface in this particular storyline, where he's evenly matched with someone like Dolph Ziggler, but having to overcome a mountain like Drew McIntyre, and then Drew McIntyre being able to just fucking throw his weight around because he's a massive human being.
It's so big.
It plays so well for Seth. Seth has a great base to do all of his high flying stuff, but then Seth gets to pump up and like show his strength as well because CrossFit motherfuckers.
He apparently can just fucking buckle bomb Drew from across the ring.
You goddamn right he can, but then Drew can fucking sit out powerbomb him like a motherfucker. Yeah. Like these two tore it down. Absolutely fantastic. Best way to close out this Raw. I mean, there were a few moments here and there that were good, but overall, like you said when we started, it was very mediocre. It was very go homey. There wasn't a whole lot of things to latch onto because they're like, hey, Raw's good, but check out Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
But yeah, when Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins still fucking kill it in the main event, that's what we look forward to. What did you just like?
Raw.
More specific.
Yes. The matches on Raw.
Even more specific than that.
I disliked... I'm going to get very specific, actually.
Okay.
I fucking disliked Mojo's girly attempt at a pounce.
Yeah, you ripped into that as soon as it happened. You didn't let that shit go for like 5 minutes.
Someone as big as Mojo should not look like he's just fucking trying to shoo away a butterfly.
And on top of that, you didn't, like... The Alabama Slammy hit was pretty intense, but you still kept giving him shit about his terrible pounce.
Well, okay, the Alabama Slam was intense once he actually fucking got it right.
Well, yeah, he hit the move really well. And then that fucking hook of the arm.
Yeah. And
he's like, yeah, 1, 2. And the ref's like, no, his shoulder's up. He's like... 1, 2. Mojo, you fucking dumbass. You're terrible.
Yeah.
Get off my TV screen.
I was going to say at least Titus wasn't there for Kevin Hawk's sake, but he was in the pull-apart brawl earlier.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, we'll give a dislike for Kevin Hawk because both Titus and Mojo were on TV. Mojo won, so that's probably even worse.
Yeah.
Titus didn't get hit by anybody, so that's even worse.
Yeah.
And the Revival weren't on it. Oh, no, they were watching the tag team match between the leaders and B team, so at least the Revival were.
Oh shit! And AOP was in the pull apart.
Yeah,
I forgot about. My brain blocked that out.
It's probably a good idea for you to keep liking AOP.
Yeah,
and they weren't used as fodder to break up Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns. They're bigger than Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns. God damn it! Razor is bigger than both of them.
Yeah.
Akam is bigger than both of them. Both of them together are bigger than Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns. Speaking of Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns, I'll tell you what I disliked. Not only was the first 15 to 17 minutes all about Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns, not only did we continue to play the footage from the brawl between Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns, we also decided to not give a fuck about the top title match from Monday Night Raw in the middle of Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins. Let's talk more about this Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns match. Why? You're trying to sell the entire pay-per-view. You have already sold Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns with the beginning of your show.
Yeah, no one's buying it, but you sold it.
You leave the end of the show for Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler because that is their time.
Cole brought it up during like at least 3 matches, that pull apart brawl.
Yeah.
And he used the exact same words every single time with no variation.
I don't even think I noticed that.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't notice that.
It was incredibly robotic.
Well,
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Neither's Cody. Cody is done.
Yeah, Cody's done with Raw.
But it's okay. Bullet Club is fine.
Yeah.
No, don't. We've harked on that a lot. Is that you have a certain match happening. Don't bring up another match that is completely The only relatable thing is that Roman kind of got involved.
Oh my god!
With Seth Rollins in this whole situation.
They could have actually used that to make it relevant by just saying that Roman would have been at ringside with Seth to help neutralize Ziggler if it wasn't for the brawl earlier.
Yeah. There you go. That's how you're allowed to talk about Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley during Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre.
But yeah.
Thomas should commentate your Raw.
I should.
Be way more entertaining. And he'd probably make it more enjoyable. Anyway, we still have SmackDown as they go home.
Yeah.
205 Live probably won't be a go home because they probably won't have a cruiserweight match at the pay-per-view because they never do that anymore. Unless it's WrestleMania. But then it's still on the pre-show. Anyway, that is it for our Raw review. Thanks for watching, guys.
Not even going to try the...
No,
it's okay.
All right.
I wouldn't be able to remember everything anyway.
All right.
So.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Click all those links down below. There's so many social media links. There's also a podcast link. That's SoundCloud, where you can get this review and all of our regular reviews in podcast form. And there is, in fact, Reasonable Wrestling Fans. Yes, it is reasonable with a W, like wrestling. Where there is the list with Kevin Hawk, there's Question of the Week with Thomas Wolfe, there's unboxing videos, punishment videos, and other videos that are loosely based around wrestling. But for now, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Oh, I do remember one thing, though.
What's that one?
Fuck Modus.
Fuck Modus. That's easy to remember. Oh, Cody.